Welcome back to the channel. Monica Loof here at the Love Messages. So today we will be doing your reading for the month of May. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be links in the description box for a private reading with me. Most of my readings are sold out. However, I will be adding new readings over the coming days. So if you're interested in that, all the links for that will be in the description box below. I will be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. And I'm going to be pulling some advice at the end of the reading. Okay, so your challenge for the month of May is the 6 of Cups, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune upright, okay? Now, one of the things that I want to mention to you is at the end of May, there is going to be a shift in our energy, in everybody's energy. We are going to be having Saturn and Neptune moving into Aries. So this is a new era, a new beginning, a new start for many of us. I see 855 on the clock. So you're going to want to check out what the number 855 means in angel numbers. There could be an important message there for you. Now, your challenge, Aquarius, is the 6 of Cups. There's something here about your past, or a past person, or a past situation that you're involved in. It has been very challenging to maybe deal with the past or a person from the past. Maybe this could be memories from the past, contemplating about memories from the past, or just dealing with things connected to your past. Okay, this could be past feelings, past emotions, past people, past experiences. We're going to clarify the 6 of Cups and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the 5 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. I feel like in the recent past, there was a very difficult and disappointing situation that happened in your life. This could have been involving a third party, someone who interfered into your connection here in the past. I do feel that there's something here that affected you on a very deep level that made you, in a way, close your energy off in general, right? So many of you may have said, you know what, I'm just going to close myself off from this. I am not wanting to see this for what it is. I want to pretend like it's not happening. It's almost as if something was happening in your life that you just didn't want to see. And I feel like it has a lot to do with your love life, okay? We're gonna find out more about this in a moment. In the present moment, you have the Page of Swords, the Magician, and you have the 9 of Swords. So in the present moment, there is the Page of Swords, looking back at the past, okay? I mentioned this for Cancer, so some of you could be a rising Cancer, moon Cancer, or maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. Somebody here in the present moment, and I feel like this is you, you're looking back on the past. Something that happened in the past that maybe disappointed you, maybe there's some regret there. You also have the Magician and the 9 of Swords, so there's a lot of worry in the present moment about a specific situation. I think on one level, Aquarius, you are in this energy of, I can create anything, I can manifest what I want, I can do what I want. But then there's this other side of you where you feel this worry, you feel this uncertainty, you feel this, I don't know if I can really move on in the situation that I'm currently in. So something here is bothering you in the present moment. We're going to find out. We're going to find out why that's happening when we clarify in a moment. In the near future, you have the King of Cups, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the Queen of Cups. So in the near future, which is something that's really good for you, you're moving into a completely new direction. Okay, you're planning, some of you are planning to move into a new direction. Maybe you're planning something new, planning a new project. You're preparing or planning something here in the near future. And what I see coming in for you, which is really beautiful, is I see a very strong connection coming into your life. Very strong connection. You and this person could be from similar backgrounds. Maybe you speak the same language, but there's a very strong connection between you and this person. We're going to talk more about that when we clarify. We're going to get more information. What you don't see coming over the next few weeks for you, the Wheel of Fortune, beautiful things, changes, positive changes that are coming in. One of the things that is going to be key for you to attract abundance in your life is to stick to your values, to stick to your expectations, what you expect. for yourself and for others. I feel like you have very strong values and how you want to live your life and how you want to do things. And this is what's going to bring abundance into your life. Now, when Saturn enters into Aries, Saturn is very much connected to doing the right thing, taking responsibility. And it's going to be in the sign of Aries, which means this is very, very much a positive sign for you, because anything to do with fire signs is positive for air signs. So there is something in March, or excuse me, something in May. I keep saying March as May. This is May reading. Okay. In the month of May, your luck changes. Everything changes for the better for you. Okay. So one of the things that I did mention, the energy, I think this is what's happening in the collective today. Maybe that's why it's showing up. But living in the present moment is going to be key for you, okay? Not just living in the past, but living in the moment. So let's get into your reading, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you. I'm going to clarify your challenge, and we're going to see what is going on for you. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the World. There's a cycle in your life that's closing out, and it has a lot to do with maybe someone from the past or something from your past. There's been a lot of indecisiveness with somebody from your past. Maybe you're dealing with someone from your past. Maybe you are reconnecting with someone from your past. There's been a lot of uncertainty connected to this person. A lot of you are trying to figure out if you love this person. Do I love them? Or is it more of a logical love, right? Is it emotional love, or am I being too logical about this situation? There's a lot of this uncertainty connected to this person from the past. Perhaps you went through a certain experience in the past and you are applying it to your present moment. That's possible too. But I think, to keep it really simple for a lot of you, this has a lot to do with determining if you are going to give somebody from your past a chance, or if you are going to open up the door to the past. There's a lot of this, should I love this person? Should I just be logical with them? Should I, so you're indecisive about a situation from your past. Should I go back to the past? Should I open that door again? It doesn't have to be necessarily a specific person from your past, but it has something to do with the past. It has something to do with reopening that can of worms, if you know what I mean. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with making a decision about your past, and determining if the past has anything to do with the future. Does it have anything to do with your future vision? Is it in alignment with what you need and you want? Okay. So your challenge has a lot to do with making an important decision moving forward. Okay. And what you don't see coming, the Wheel of Fortune and the World, you may need to close the door on the past in order to reap the benefits of the future that's coming in, because a lot of you are still looking at the past, or you're reminiscing about something from the past that took place. So let's clarify the recent past. You have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Hangman, and the Judgment. You knew somebody here in the past was lying to you, or they weren't honest. They weren't maybe taking action towards you here in the past. You came to some sort of major realization that somebody here that you were involved with, I feel like this was a love connection, that they weren't honest. Maybe they were seeing somebody else, or they were doing things that made you question the trust within the relationship. I do feel in the past you came to some sort of realization about trust issues in your connection. As a result of that, Aquarius, you closed yourself off. You may have blocked this person and you moved on. You slowly moved on from this person in the past. It led to you really reevaluating the direction of your life here in the past. Eventually, you had a conversation with this person, okay? Very important conversation. The conversation may have went something like this. I am tired of toxic energy. I'm tired of being involved with toxic people. I'm putting an end to it. A lot of you put an end to a toxic situation that really wasn't working in your favor. So I really see that something came to your attention. When you realized the situation, you said to yourself, you know what? I don't need to be involved in this. I need to disconnect from this. It was really affecting your health, your well-being, your emotions, your mind. Okay. So in the recent past, you made it very clear to somebody that you're not going to have this. Okay. Third parties, toxic energy, arguments, fights, conflicts. something in your life became very difficult, and a lot of you said enough is enough, I'm out of here, and you left or you disconnected in some way, shape, or form. Now, in the present moment, you have the Page of Swords, which is clarified by the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Cups with the King of Pentacles. So in the present moment, a lot of you are looking back at the past, and here's the thing that's really important for you to take note of, okay? In your past, something happened. It's very clear what happened in the past. You didn't like it. You didn't want to be a part of it. And what's interesting is something here that's similar to what happened in the past is happening again in the present moment. It's slightly different, but something here is bothering you. And I think what's bothering you is the fact that something here is inconsistent, okay? Inconsistent. It's coming from somebody that you're dealing with. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. What's interesting here is you have the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So this person that you're dealing with, I feel like they have two sides to them. They have this side of this inconsistency where they're not consistent with you. You don't know really what's going on with them. And then you have this side of this person that, you know, they're very stable. They know what they want. They're doing the right thing. So this could be the reason why a lot of you are in this place of worry and uncertainty about this person. Now, the Magician is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Death, and the Star. So you're the Star. This is your energy, and it is in conjunction with the Death. So you're going through a transformation in your life at this time. Something here is changing significantly for you. We all feel this on a very deep level. You also have the Magician here. So the Magician is talking about you manifesting and creating your own reality. There is a very strong feeling here of love. A very strong feeling here of love. But I think what is stopping you from expressing this love in the present moment is the need for you to focus on your healing journey. There's something here about you healing, maybe eating better, focusing more on your meditative state, your intuition. Some of you also are realizing that a situation in your life may need to come to an end because in order for you to achieve your goals and to be in alignment with your goals, something here needs to change, okay? And it may be the way you express love. It may be the way you're open to somebody here in the present moment. But I think your focus more or less is going to be on your goals, your vision, and what you want. And a lot of people in the month of May, especially by the end of May, they're going to realize, you included, you're going to realize how important it is for you to focus on your well-being, your future, and your goals. And this is what a lot of you are doing. So some of you are putting an end to certain things in your life in order to achieve this goal that you have. So Aquarius, what is causing you stress? What is worrying you at this time? What's the important message here? You have the Nine of Swords, which is clarified by the Moon, the Empress, and the Sun. I think you really love somebody here in the present moment. You want the best for this person. You feel a very strong connection when it comes to this person, and you want to nurture this person. You want to nurture the connection. But I think what's really bothering you is the fact that you don't really know where you stand with someone. You don't really know what to expect from this person, because a lot of you are dealing with somebody who one day everything is fine, the next day it's not. One day everything's fine, and then it's not. And a lot of you are learning and realizing that you shouldn't hold yourself back because somebody is inconsistent with you or somebody doesn't really know what they want. All you can do is control your actions and how you respond to the situation. So I think a lot of you, I don't see you completely cutting this person off in the present moment, but I see you really limiting the amount of emotional support you give to this person, because a lot of you are realizing that you need to pour into yourself. Okay, this is a huge thing, and it's something that I'm seeing for a lot of the signs. A lot of us are realizing that as much as we want to give, and it's not a narcissistic thing. It is self-preservation. It is, I need to put myself first. I need to care for me, because if I don't care for me, who is going to care for me? So a lot of you are taking that energy maybe that you were pouring into someone else, and you're saying, okay, now I need to pour this back into myself. I need to emotionally care for myself and be emotionally available for myself. It doesn't mean that you don't love this person. I think that there's a very strong connection between you and this person, and you will remain being that nurturing and supportive energy that you have been towards this person. But I also feel very strongly that you're going to shift your focus from pouring 100% of your energy into this and really looking back on your goals and the things that are important to you. Okay. So there is a shift in terms of your consciousness and knowing what you want. And this has a lot to do with something that happened in the past, because a lot of you already went through this cycle. You went through a cycle of, okay, you know, this isn't for me. It's toxic. It's not healthy. I'm moving on. And a lot of you don't want to move on in the present moment. You still want to make this work. But I think you're recognizing and realizing how much energy you should put into this and how much energy you need to re-put back into yourself. Okay. So, and I'm saying this because Aquarius, you have tons of goals. You have something here that you want to achieve, but it will require you to shift your focus towards that. And then stick with that. That's going to be a really important thing for you. So let's talk about the near future now. In the near future, things shift, and they shift for the better for you. So congratulations, something here is improving in your life. Let's talk about this new direction, because you are moving into a completely new direction. It's very obvious. One of the things that you're going to realize, okay, and you know, a lot of you are going to resonate with this. You're going to say, thank you, Monica, I needed this confirmation from you. It's a very specific message, so I'm going to try to deliver this very specific message to you. The very important specific message is the Page of Wands, which is clarified by the Page of Wands twice. So this is indicating that you're moving into a completely new direction in the near future. It's something here is going to change, and it's going to change drastically. And it changes drastically because we have the sun, which is going to square Pluto in your sign. Something becomes uncomfortable for you. And in a way, this is a good thing. And I'm going to tell you why it's a good thing. A lot of you in the near future are going to question somebody's motives towards you. Does this person really love me? Are they really interested in me? What's the deal with this person and I? A lot of you are going to ask that. A lot of you are going to get readings, or you're going to get some sort of advice from somebody about this person. Your intuition in the near future knows that this person's for you. Now, the question that you need to ask yourself is, how do I know if this person really likes me? How do I know if they're the one? You are going to know if this person is the one based on their actions. When you offer love to this person, how do they respond? When you show up for this person, how do they respond? Is this person available to you when you need them? How do they respond? It's all about how somebody responds in their actions, not in what they say. Okay? Not in what they say. What is this person emphasizing with their actions? How are they moving in their actions? And it's very clear in the near future that somebody, okay, that is, you're either offering love to, or this person is offering, you're offering love to this person, or they're offering love to you. I feel like this is you offering love to this person. This person acts like they're not interested, or they're too busy for you, or they have something else going on. Your intuition is going to light up like a red ball. Bing! And you're going to realize, you know what? This is a waste of time. This thing is a waste of time. This person, this situation's a waste of time. Even if this isn't about love, even if it's about a relationship, work, whatever it is that you are emotionally wanting to be a part of, if you don't feel energetically like you're in alignment with it, if you don't feel like you're wanted in that situation, if you don't feel like you're appreciated, baby, you're going to move into a completely new direction. You're going to say, you know what? Because you saw this in the past. There's something that happened in the past, and it's going to happen again in the future, but you're going to be already educated, schooled on this situation, that you're going to be saying to yourself, you know what? I knew this was going to happen. There's something that happens in the near future that you already know is going to happen, but you're waiting around hoping that the results are going to be different. You're going to realize, very importantly, that there is somebody out there for you. The person that is out there for you is somebody who is going to match your energy. It's going to match the frequency that you're on. If you're in high frequency, this person's in high frequency. If you're giving love, this person's giving you love. There is no imbalance here. So a lot of you are going to realize that a specific person or situation is not in alignment with you, because in the present moment, you're becoming more and more aligned with what you want. You're saying, oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. And you're moving towards it, but perhaps the person or the people you're dealing with aren't in alignment with you. So what do? Do you stop living your life and stop focusing on the goals and the things that are important to you because it doesn't align with the person that you're with? Or do you just move on and move into a new direction? Well, a lot of you choose to move into a new direction. And when you Do everything possible in your mind and in your body and in your soul to actually live out what you truly want, your values, your expectations for your life. That's when the universe brings things back into balance for you. Justice is served. And how that happens is you start to attract a person who is on your level, on your frequency. Some of you are dealing with people or situations that are not on your level, that are not on your frequency. I'm not saying that you can't be a humanitarian person and hang out with people that are not on your level. But what I'm talking about is your goals and your vision for yourself. Some of you, I'm getting this thing where you're stopping your goals and the things that you want to achieve because you want to appease others or you want to help others, but then you forget about yourself. What Saturn and Neptune moving into Aries is going to teach us over the next few years is how to be in alignment with people that share our vision instead of just going along with whatever that shows up at our front door, okay? You will have options here in the near future, and one of the things that you have to remember and why you shouldn't be worried, because some of you are worried in the present moment. First of all, stop being worried. Take a deep breath, let it out, and say everything that is meant for me is working for me in my favor. You can comment it below if you'd like. Everything that is meant for me is going to happen for me in my favor, okay? Everything that's meant for me is happening for me. Everything that's meant for me is happening for me. You can comment that below. Everything that's meant for me is happening for me. The Tower happens for you in the near future because something isn't meant for you. Something that you thought was for you is not for you. Something you thought was for you is not for you. The good news here for you, Aquarius, is that something way better is coming in that is a part of your destiny. You're going to have tons of options. You are going to get into this energy of being a little bit distracted because there's a lot of shiny things that are showing up for you in the near future, especially when that shift happens at the end of the month. But one of the things that you need to be prepared for is something great is coming into your life. Don't allow a past situation or a situation that doesn't work out in the near future to hold you back. Accept the fact that something isn't for you and then move on from it. When you do that without any remorse, without any sadness, without feeling held back, that's when the things that are meant for you are going to come into your life. The more you hold on to things that are not in alignment with you, the more you miss out. This is going to be super important for you moving into the future. So let's get some advice for you. What is the advice? Okay, so the advice for you is the Hermit, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Your biggest piece of advice, Aquarius, is before you take action towards something, before you pour all of your energy, put all your eggs into one basket, really reevaluate your life. Where are you coming from and where you're going? You experienced something transformative in the past. It forced you to disconnect from the situation. It forced you to get serious about your life in the past. I feel like you're on the right journey. I feel like you're on the right path. But one of the things that is your biggest piece of advice here is to really think long and hard if you want to invest your energy into something. Because once you invest your energy into it, it's either going to work or it's not. There is no guarantee in life. There's no guarantees in life, okay? Life is a test. Life is an experience. And your biggest piece of advice here is to really contemplate what you want moving forward. Take the time out to spend time on your own. I know a lot of you may be around friends, family members, children. There's a lot going on. But one of the things that you've forgotten is you've forgotten to really focus on you and focus on what you truly want. And when you are very clear about what you want and you know what you want, that's the time to take action. But if you haven't done that inner work, that inner contemplation about what is required and what is needed, then that could be the missing piece to the equation to get closer to what is actually meant for you. Sometimes it requires us to really sit with ourselves and really think about what we want. If you're able to do that, it will save you a lot of trouble in the future, because what I see here for you is everything is going to show up in your life the way it needs to, and it's going to be so easy to make the decision of whether or not you want to go along with this, okay? Because something here in your life is inconsistent. It's been on and off, in and out, up and down. And a lot of you have to ask yourself, is this something that I want to continue? Is this how I want my life to continue? If the answer is no, then you may need to sit with yourself and make a solid plan of how you want things to go in the future, okay? So this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.